Hi everyone, today I wanted to tell you a little bit more about the seven fairy princesses of Kayangan. Queen Zamrud here, she has six older sisters. There's seven of them in total. And they are characters from a folk tale which is quite famous in Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand, actually all over the world, even in the West. There is a fairy tale with this kind of trope. So in the folk tales, you don't really know what these sisters are like. You don't really know what their personalities are like, what they look like. And this goes to the special quality of folk tales in that it is flat, it's nondescript. If you read a folk tale or fairy tale, you can see it's very short. There's hardly any description. Most of the characters don't actually have any names. They're known as the girl, the boy, the king, the princess, etc. Or even places don't really have names. In Malay folklore, places are known as, the kampung or kayangan. If you're used to reading descriptive prose, fantasy, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, it's laden with description and you can actually see it in your mind, right? But that's not the case with folk and fairy tales. It is purposely void of description, and there's a very good reason for that. So when you read a folk tale or when you listen to a folk tale and it's very nondescript, your mind can't help but fill in the gaps. So you listen to a story about a girl, your mind works on overtime, thinking about how this girl looks, what her hair's like, how she moves. And it's the same with every folktale character and even the descriptions of the places. So as you can imagine, this is so great for young children because it really activates their imagination, their creativity. You can describe in words the most descriptive, beautiful scenery, but it can never compare to the vision of that scene in your head. So that is a special quality of folk and fairy tales. It really makes you work hard. It makes you really think about, how does this place look? What does it smell like? What are these characters like? And that's really why I love these kind of stories. So going back to the six sisters, the original folktale, there's no description of them. They have no personality, so we don't know. So when I was writing Zarra and the 12 Realms of Kayangan, I had to kind of use my imagination to flesh them out a bit. So there are seven sisters, and I decided that they would all be named after precious stones. And because there's seven of them, I had to kind of keep a note of their qualities, what they look like, their special powers. So I made some notes. This is the original handwritten note that I made describing each sister. It says the seven sisters and Zarra at the top, and then you have a description of all of them. So the oldest one is called Berlian the Invincible. Berlian means diamond. So what I've written here is diamond, warrior, leader. She has a bidari coat of light, made of light. And then we have Jada, the knowledgeable. And under that, I've written jade. I've matched up the qualities of the precious stone to each sister. So jade is intelligent. She has clarity of mind and spirit. She's a healer, and her coat is made of music and sound, and it's of course green in color. Jada has green eyes. I actually have an illustration of the sisters. I'll show it to you in a minute. The next sister is Delima. Delima is ruby. So her full name is Delima of the Heart. She's red, fiery, hot. She's passionate, emotional, sneaky, able to boil and burn, and her coat is made out of fire and heat. So Delima is like one of my favorite characters. She's really gatal. she's full of passion and she's quite sneaky as well. She has red coils of hair tumbling down her shoulders. She's sexy and she likes to flirt. So that's Delima. But you have to be careful around Delima. She will trick you into getting what she wants. The next one is Saphir the Noble. Saphir is sapphire. These are all the Malay terms for the gems, yeah? And she is calm, gentle. She's the voice of reason. She has a coat of dark blue feathers. So Saphir is pure and innocent. She has long, dark, braided hair intertwined with magnolia flowers. So she smells of magnolia. The next sister is Tiara of the Sea. Tiara or Mutiara, which is pearl. She's the daughter of the moon and the sea. She has life-sustaining powers of water. She's a healer, and her coat is made of sea and moonlight. It is light blue and white. She has silver hair. She's a bit forgetful and quite vain. Okay. And then we have Baiduri of the sky. Baiduri in Malay is opal. She derives her power from lightning. She is angry and electric. She has a coat of lightning, which sounds really cool. She has white hair, dark skin, and a short temper. And finally, we have the main star of the show, Zamrud here. Zamrud, if you don't know, means emerald. I love the name Zamrud. She's emerald, she's green, she has good memory, and she is witty. She has a coat of nature and wild things, which is why her coat is green. It's got vines that move, and she kind of has like this special Spider-Man power where she flicks her fingers and these vines come out and can like trap you and all. She's very cool. She's got black hair with green streaks going down her hair, and she smells very fresh. She smells of nature, of wet rain. And all of these 7 sisters have got a magical coat. Bidari coat, I call it in the story. Bidadari means fairy in Malay. And these coats enable the sisters to travel all over Kayangan and all over the 12 realms. This coat gives them power. So those are the qualities of the 7 sisters. And I have got a draft of the illustration of the 7 sisters here. Don't know if you can see it. It's in the book, so just buy the book and then you can see the illustration. The first one here, I had to write down the names because I couldn't really tell who they were. This one is Sapphire. And this is Delima, the sexy one, Ruby. The one in the middle, of course, that is Berlian, diamond. And then over here we have Mutiara, the pearl. Jada is here, jade. And the one at the end is Baiduri, or opal. Isn't that cool? Okay, that's all I want to say about the 7 fairy sisters. Don't forget, I've got my official book launch coming up this Sunday, the 23rd of June at Elite or Esleet. I don't know how to pronounce it. Can someone tell me how to pronounce the name of this bookstore? Esleet or Elite Books. That's in Star Hill Gallery. It's from 2 to 3, so it's just 1 hour. It's going to be fun. It is being moderated by my buddy, Dr. Sargunan Sokalingam. So if you're in the area, do come by. I would love to meet you all. Okay, that's all I have to say for today. Take care, and I will see you soon.